Hey everyone, this is my rewatch of The Lord of the Rings. Alright, we're back. It's back to the writers. We had a little interlude with Saruman. That didn't go well for Gandalf or for us, the viewer. But we're back now to the writers. And so let's just get right to it. Picking up from where we left off last time, we're at minute 51:22, and I'm gonna go ahead and press play now. So we're back to the hobbits. We're in a cornfield. There's good old Sam. Uh-oh, Sam's lost.
Frodo! Frodo! Mr. Frodo? Frodo! Frodo!
It's just something Gandalf said.
Yeah. That's foreshadowing.
You don't mean to. Zach, we live in the Shire. What could possibly happen?
Mary! It's Frodo, right? Frodo? Get off him! Mary! It's Frodo, right? What's the meaning of this?
You've been in the former maggot's cross.
Alright, so for being really far from the Shire, not too far to just randomly run into Pippin and Merry. That scene with the farm may have been better served here rather than before.
And then the mushrooms the week before. Yes, Pippin.
Wow, but who doesn't love Pippin and Merry? Come on. I do like that shot. Okay, so some slapstick, again, movie for 12-year-olds, but that gets us right to this very important moment.
Trust a brandy bucket and a toque. Oh, that was just a detour. A shortcut. Shortcut to what? The mushrooms. Shortcut to what?
Nice nod to the books.
I think we should get off the road.
But now things, the music's changed, the film lens changed. Oh, that's a Hitchcock shot if I've ever seen one. It's like we're watching a stage play right now. That's creepy. Oh, the ring is calling to him. And oh, the old throw the bag of vegetables trick. And okay, go ahead and stop there. All right, so this to me is the high point for the writers. This is the best scene of all of them that includes the writers, especially in this early sequence in the Fellowship. If we ignore for a moment the lead-in and the outro, and we're just looking at that set piece where they're under the roots of that tree. The set design is great. The filming is great. It's really creepy. The tension is really real. It's so close, and it's like, oh, he can just reach out and touch, and the bugs are coming up. I really dug that moment. And I'm not too big to admit that, you know, yes, I think in that one part of the sequence, Peter Jackson does something really cool. I liked the way it looked and the way it felt. It was all cool. But, and you knew there was a but coming, but the lead into that cool moment was complete randomness. They're in the fields. We had the nice nod to Shortcut to Mushrooms. They've tumbled down the hill. And so it's totally random that they're in that place and that writer just happens to go by. You know, so, okay, that's problematic. I don't like it when we're creating tension that it has to be done randomly. You know, it should be purposeful. So that's a problem. And then the outro, and he's dug himself into a hole. He's created a really tough situation. They are so close, and we're getting for the first time to kind of have an idea of the creepiness, the power of these writers, and that they are dangerous and are on the trail of the ring. They're hunting the ring, but unfortunately, because he's created this very close proximity, how do you get out of it? Well, leave it to Peter Jackson and his writing team to, you know, oh, we'll just throw a bag of vegetables and then cut away after they've run, and that's all it took. And that's that, I think, highlights the problem that he's created for himself. He needs to show how dangerous and how menacing these writers are, but it seems like the only way he can do that is in close proximity. And then if they're so close, how are they not going to capture the hobbits, or in particular Frodo, and get the ring? It's really tough. And there's one scenario coming up where, okay, we have an easy out and it makes sense, but the rest of the time, it's just one bad choice after the other, and this is the first of those. It's just like, if they're so easily thrown off the trail as to be fooled by a noise in the distance, and then, you know, 4 hobbits running through the woods. I know that hobbits are quiet and they're really good at sneaking around, but there's one solution, right? We highlight that the hobbits are really good at sneaking around, and so they are able to sneak off. Okay, great, fine. If you've established that already, and maybe that was a throwback, we mentioned, you know, Bilbo is telling an old story of how he was a burglar and how he helped, you know, steal a dragon's treasure, and he helped outwit trolls, and we just get a sense of Bilbo, you know, and his natural abilities as a hobbit, and that these hobbits might also have those natural abilities. Now we have some reason to understand why they might be able to elude the writers, and so now you're creating something that makes sense, as opposed to, you know, okay, we have something really cool, this set piece, I've really planned it out. I don't know how we're going to get into it, I don't know how we're going to get out of it, but we'll worry about that in the editing room, or, you know, whatever. It just it's a really cool moment that is, you know, lost in the way that we get into it and out of it. And I think that typifies the problems. It's not that Peter Jackson is a total hack. He's very talented and he does a lot of things really well. He just hasn't taken the time or really thought through these problems of the writing that makes everything fit together in a logical, you know, satisfying way. And this is the high point for the writers. It's only going to get worse from here. So that's all I'm going to say about this scene. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I have a feeling some of you are just going to hate the whole idea of this scene. But like I said, you know, I tell the truth. The things that I like, I will admit to it. I did like that element of the scene. It was just everything else that really let me down. So let me know how you guys felt about it, and if you're digging the reviews, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.